the year 2010, science has come so very far. Advancements in the science department have led to new discoveries once thought to be impossible. It is also believed that if science continues to grow and expand the way it has been, technology will become better, discoveries will happen faster, inventions will be built faster, and before you know it, boom! Well, since that is still far from happening, let us focus on where we are right now.
One of the most advanced discoveries of our time is cloning.
Dictionary.com defines cloning as the process of producing a clone. It then defines clone as a cell product, or organism that is genetically identical to the unit or individual from which it was derived. So anyways, here's an example. This is Mike. Mike is an endangered species. There is only one of him left in the world. We need to make more of him. But how can we do this with only one of him left? Well, first we take some of his cells. Once we have gathered a usable cell nucleus, we take one of his eggs. We then remove the nuclear material from the egg and inject the cell nucleus into it through microinjection. The cell can then be planted back into the uterus and grown into an organism identical to Mike in the nuclear level. But although popular belief claims that a clone will not only be identical on the nuclear level, but also on a physical level, this is not true. Not only will the organism mature differently than the host, it also may not develop the same environmental adaptations as the host. These two reasons are why a clone would not really grow up to be exactly the same as their host. So now the big question. What are some of the pros and cons of cloning? Cloning is a great way to save endangered species. It uses one organism, thus asexual reproduction is possible in sexually reproducing organisms, and organs can one day be cloned. Some of the cons: it's unethical, it's dangerous, it eliminates diversity, it's expensive, and undesired traits in organisms will 100% of the time be replicated to create an organism with those exact undesired traits. I mean, the list goes on and on. But at this point, most of the cons are merely due to the fact that humans are not good at cloning. Gretzky was once a bad hockey player. But that's, I guess, aside from the point. So this concludes our instructive video on how cloning works and why it is good or bad. Thank you for listening.